Jan, you're doing a fantastic job here. This is the dog shelter of Skiathos. I have with me Jan, a volunteer who's put in a lot of work, unpaid work essentially, to protect the animals, in particular the dogs of Skiathos. Jan, how long have you been operational here?
The shelter's been running since '95. It's evolved into what it is now. It was started by a group of local people and expats. It changed location. First of all, there was just a little space in town that the mayor just wired off, and the dogs were just put in there. They weren't separated, so there was male, females, and there was no sterilisation programme. So you can imagine how many dogs there were.
And I presume at the moment there's more expats that are actually involved rather than Greeks, is that correct?
Yeah, unfortunately, we would like local people to be involved, but we haven't got any local people.
Right. And do you get any help from the Greek government?
No, unfortunately
none whatsoever.
No.
So it is entirely volunteer. It's a huge expense to run this place, and it's entirely volunteer donation. Is that right?
It is, yes. And we there's a UK-based charity that we come under the umbrella of, Greek Animal Rescue. They help us financially in the winter when we can't survive and raise money with the tourists.
Mm-hmm. And I understand a lot of foster families who take dogs abroad. Denmark, you said earlier on, in Germany?
Yeah, we have a good homing programme in Denmark and the UK, and we have a few ladies in Germany that help us.
A tricky question. I mean, we're in September 2012, and everybody talks about the financial crisis in Greece for the last 2 years or so. Has the financial crisis in Greece made any difference here in Skiathos for the animals of Skiathos, the stray animals? In other words, do the Greek owners dump them, if you allow me to say the word, a little bit easier than they would have done before?
Oh yeah, for sure. We've had many more dogs than usual this year, especially over the last few years, really. Which
in return has made the financial pressure on you even greater.
More food, more vaccines.
Yeah. Well, I've been impressed by what I've seen here, and I would encourage anybody who comes to Skiathos. It's a great location here. You can get a sort of a little glimpse of the place. We're not far from the monastery of Kunistra. Look at the view from there. It's absolutely fantastic. And I think you can make a great excursion if you come to the dog shelter of Skiathos and see the great work that is being done here. And if you find it in your heart to help, that would make a difference for these animals. And I think you can also have a nice excursion to this place and also to the monastery, which is less than a mile away from here, isn't it?
It's 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Jana, I can't thank you enough for the information, and carry on with the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Now we're in the treatment room of the shelter.
It's because there's different people. When they see new people, they go through.
It's a dog shelter, but cats are welcome too. There's a need for money here.